Hey, what's up guys? It's Rick with the Digital Divide. I know I haven't made a video in a long time. I just haven't felt really motivated to, and I haven't had the time. It's just been hectic, but I promise to be more consistent with my quality going forward, and I have a few videos planned for this week, including a really cool retrospective video. But today I want to talk about some new slabs I've picked up since the last time I made a comic book video, and some really cool toys I picked up as well. So the first slab I want to showcase is the Max #1. This is a CGC graded 9.4. The book isn't very valuable, but it means something to me because I happened to grow up in the 90s when Image Comics was created back in 1992. So classic comic books like Spawn, Shadowhawk, Wildcats, The Savage Dragon, Youngblood, they all mean a lot to me because I was there during its inception. Now, Image Comics, if you don't know, was started in 1992 by industry legends such as Jim Lee, Eric Larson, Todd McFarlane, Rob Liefeld, Jim Valentino, and a few others. They decided to leave Marvel and become independent and create a comic book line that was a bit more mature, where they could show a lot more violence than DC or Marvel did at the time. So that's my first comic book. The second new slab I want to talk about is Batman #423. This is just an iconic Todd McFarlane cover, and I'm glad to own one. This is rated at a CGC 7.5. Next book I want to talk about is Stray Dogs, Welcome to the Doghouse. This is only a 9.0, unfortunately, but the reason I got it, it was an exclusive, and the reason I got it is because I love Goosebumps, and I read all of those as a kid, so I just thought the cover was really neat. Next book I want to talk about is Strange Academy #1. This is a first print, graded at a CGC 9.4. This is the first appearance of like 100 different characters, as you can see here, so I just picked that one up for future potential. Now, the next book I want to talk about is the Savage She-Hulk #1. This is the first appearance of Jennifer Walters as She-Hulk. It's a CGC 9.2. I didn't collect this series as a kid, but man, after watching the recent Disney Plus show, I fell in love with the character. She's so fun to watch. I can't wait to watch her interact with other Marvel characters in the MCU. Next book I picked up recently was the Superior Spider-Man #13. This was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive back in 2013. It also has the Stan Lee Excelsior approved hologram, meaning that at some point it was sold at the Stan Lee store online. I sent this into CBCS. I have no idea why it only got an 8.5, but this is a verified signature by Stan Lee, and I'm glad to have one in the collection. Last but certainly not least is Marvel Spotlight #5. This is the first appearance of Ghost Rider. This is a CGC 3.5. This was not a cheap book, but it is on my short list of holy grails for me personally. I could only afford a 3.5 because, as you can see in higher grades, this comic book sells for as much as a used car, so my wife would literally kill me if I had spent any more money than I did. Now, I also picked up some really cool toys. All of these toys are in the original boxes. They're from the early 90s. They were sold at places like Toys R Us and KB Toys, which are no longer around, unfortunately. Now, my local comic book store is called Beyond Comics here in Frederick, Maryland. They are a really cool comic book shop, and they were having a sale, a customer appreciation sale. Now, this is the actual inside of this comic. That's the owner. His name is John. He's a really cool guy, very nice. But he was having a huge customer appreciation sale, and he bought a collection from somebody, so this is where most of this came from. The first one I want to show you is Psylocke, classic X-Men character. This, you can see the KB Toy Store sticker is still on it from the guy who originally bought it back in the 90s. The next one is Pyro. He was the first villain in the X-Men arcade machine, so I had to get that one. Next one here is Cable. This is the only one I didn't get from that comic book sale. I actually picked this up at a small convention like a week later. This one is Rogue. And the next one here is Phoenix. It comes with a collectible card in the background. She's got that transparent hair, which is really cool. And you can see the KB Toy Store sticker is still on this one as well. The next one is Sauron. No, not that Sauron. This one is a dragon lizard thingy from the comic books. I just thought he looked cool. A lot of these come from Toy Biz. I know they're from the early 90s. I'm trying to find like a date on the back here, but I can't find one, but I know it's from the early 90s. I remember collecting these. So the next one here is Storm. Her chest lights up yellow. You can see the sticker here. I'm not sure what toy store this is. I'm not familiar with that one, but this one also comes with the collectible card in the background. The next figure here is Nightcrawler. This one comes with suction cups, so you can stick them on windows, and this one also in the back, you can see it comes with a collectible Marvel trading card as well. The next one here is Human Torch. This one does not come with a collectible card, but it was also sold at KB Toy Store. Next one here is Colossus. He comes with a massive weight. This one does have a collectible card in the background. Next one here is Archangel. This is from a different lineup, I believe. Next one here, this is the only one that wasn't part of the X-Men lineup. This is a Spider-Man figure. It's Rhino. I'm not sure what store this was sold at, but it's a little bit newer than the other ones, but still, I would say late 90s. Next one is Cyclops. His eyes light up. That's a really cool one and harder to find. Next one here is Wolverine. This is a KB Toy Store exclusive, so this one is super hard to find. Very happy to have it. The next one is Blob, and he comes with a turkey and chicken accessory.
I'm gonna eat you! I'm bigger than you! I'm higher in the food chain! Get in my belly!
Next toy here is Magneto. You gotta have that one. He comes with a collectible card as well. Next one here is Gambit. Now this one's a really hard one to find. This is the only one that I think was not sold at KB Toy Store. This one was sold at Toys R Us, and you can see the sticker on the side here. I guess it was on clearance before they went out of business. Last but not least is Iceman. He's completely transparent, which is pretty cool looking. He comes with a collectible card as well in the background. Now that's going to do it for me today, guys. If you guys got any really cool comic book or toy hauls somewhere, I'd love to see them. Post them in the comments, and I will gladly take a look.